We are seeing a movement, mostly right now at this point in previs, but a movement towards real-time 3D, and I wanted to get your thoughts on how you're seeing that impact filmmaking, even if it's not for the actual effects, but at least in preparation for the actual effects.
Oh, it affected us a lot. I mean, I brought on in post a good friend of mine, Habib Zagapur, who worked at Electronic Arts, and he worked at Microsoft, and he's just coming. He worked on Perfect Storm and ILM, and went into gaming, and then just came back out of gaming recently to come back into visual effects, and he had a volume like a camera capture volume that he brought in, and ultimately for a couple of shots, like the big shot where you see the spinner over the seawall, or in the trash mesa where you're looking at the thing and then you pan over to see the guys on the ship. I think those two shots, Denis actually operated the camera to get the feel of it, right? You know what I mean? So I think it's, like I say, it's all influencing, everything's influencing everything else right now. You know, like that's why conferences like The View are so great, because you take a look at like how low budget animation affects high budget animation, how low budget animation affects visual effects, how gaming affects everybody, and then VR is just like, okay, what's the future going to be, you know? And it's just, I was writing a letter to my son who really loves anime and video games today, and I said, you should really go to one of these conventions, because you not only see all the stuff that your old man does, you know, like in visual effects, but you see all the stuff that you really like too, you know, and it's sort of like, and then when you start talking about intellectual properties that goes into it, it's like, what was it, what was the word yesterday? The wheel of awesomeness. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it's a movie, it's a TV show, it's an animated a series, it's a video game, it's a VR. You know what I mean? Which is like, I just had never heard of that before. I thought it was great.
And Blade Runner has all that. I mean, back in the day, they had the video game. They've got a new mobile game coming out later this year. They got the VR games. I mean, it's everything.
Yeah, which is very cool. I mean, you know, I hope, I don't know if they're really using any of our digital assets. I hope so, right? You know what I mean? I know that our assets are pretty polygonally heavy. I would say it would be pretty hard to do. You'd have to port it over and remake it, but.
Yeah, I mean, even for Star Wars, ILM is taking some of the elements and then kind of drowning it down to the point where they can use it for VR or for games or whatever.
Yeah, you would have to, you know, because it's just for us, it's just too much detail.